Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Around the Ballpark podcast. This
Love it.
is your host, Mike Redman, alongside Darren Redman. It is snowing here in
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
We are, in Florida, we have a 40% chance of rain in Tampa, or of snow in Tampa on Sunday, and we have a 2% chance of snow in Palm Bay. So we'll take our 2%.
Yes.
I think it's definitely going to snow in like the Panhandle and Jacksonville and all that good stuff. But the weather's out of control. It's a little bit under the weather. But Darren, how are you doing tonight?
I'm loving that beginning. That was awesome. It really was.
That was fun. Yeah, I'll probably shorten each slide a little bit, but I was learning how to do slides and stuff. So
that was beautiful.
But
that was
cool. And of course, just so you know, we're covered. The artist, the royalty free. Was mentioned in the thumbnail and in the description, and so we're covered there. So no worries about copyrights or anything like that. Mm-hmm. So that can't be having that. So, But hello everyone, and thank you guys for joining us on the podcast. And Darren, before we get to the good stuff, like I said, I'm a little under the weather, so Darren might do more of the talking than me on this particular episode. But we have to give a shout out to our folks over at Nashville Tax Solutions for all that they do for us. And helping us get to our goal. And we're definitely going to hit that 4,000 very, very soon. But Darren, if you wouldn't mind sharing a few words about our sponsor.
When you're struggling with, say, a sore throat, you're struggling with a runny nose, like we all are during this kind of, winter stuff, you'd rather that than struggling with tax issues, right? Whether you're behind on filings, you're dealing with the lien, or you just need expert guidance. Nashville Tax Solutions is here to help. Their team knows the ins and the outs of tax relief, and they're ready to fight for you. They really are. But don't just take, our word for it. Let's listen, and you'll listen to my voice, but what people have told us. Chris Bennett and his team saved me from a financial nightmare. They're knowledgeable, they're clear, they're compassionate, and most of all, they're empathetic. So Chris Bennett and his team really know what they're doing. So don't let tax troubles keep you up at night. Call 855-627-4829. Visit NashvilleTaxSolutions.com or email info@NashvilleTaxSolutions.com today. Nashville Tax Solutions, because tax problems deserve real solutions. And there's our buddy up in the right-hand corner, Paddington Bear. I love that.
He's back into his right-hand corner side where he belongs.
That's right.
So thank you guys for joining us on a Thursday, the 29th of January, episode 141, as we mentioned. And as you saw in the thumbnail, I was wearing the wonky hot dog hat. And
I love that. Your thumbnails are outstanding. I mean, they really are. I mean, I look a little bit like I'm in one of the Archie comics, but that's okay. It's awesome.
You should have seen the original. I was like, oh my Lord. So I'm working on it. You had full goatee and mustache, and you had the Keith Fernandez mustache going, and it's a lot going on there. But
speaking of that, believe it or not, listen, we don't talk really politics here, but what I'm wearing right now, the Met Road jersey, is a bit of a protest jersey. Do you know why?
I do not know why.
Because the only way I'm going to go see the Mets is when they're on the road this year. I'm not going to spend a dime at Citi Field.
I think that's probably the good call there. The spring training tickets are outrageous. Like,
it's ridiculous.
The opening day is $65 to sit in the berm, and I know opening day is always more expensive, but $65 to sit in the berm, and I think it was $82 to sit in the upper deck. I'm like, this is spring training. Half those players are going to be at the World Baseball Classic.
Yeah, so it's ridiculous.
It really, really is. So I don't know what's going on. But as you saw in the thumbnail, tonight we're going to have a little bit of fun. We are going to talk about what the thumbnail said, the top 10 foods at the ballpark. But I thought a better number would be 16. And so we're going to go with 16, the 16 best. Now, we're not obviously covering specialties at each park, because each stadium has their own unique entrees and meals and snacks and goodies and drinks and all that good stuff. We are talking about just the standard You got to have these when you go to the ballpark. It's got to be in the rotation. That's what we're. So, unfortunately, I don't have the capability to see certain things on my screen. So when I put this up on the screen, we'll take it little by little here, and I'll keep taking it off, putting it back on. But Darren, it's time for. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
The brackets.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
So unfortunately, I can't see the bracket on my screen. So you'll be directing.
Okay. First of all, this ballpark food bracket is outstanding. So, okay, here we 1 against 16. It's the top 16. 1 plays 16. All right. The hot dog is number 1 seed against the Cracker Jack.
So I'll take it down for a second, but I'll get it back up there. So, number 1 seed, the hot dog versus the number 16 seed, the Cracker Jack. And so I will admit now, I like me some Cracker Jacks. I have never had Cracker Jacks at a ballpark before, which may sound a little absurd, but I always go for other items before that. So, but have you partaken in said Cracker Jacks?
Well, the next time will be the first time. So I love me some Cracker Jack, but I used to get them in Brooklyn at the luncheonette. And, with the little sailor. I don't know why he was there, that weird dog. But I never got him at the game. It's all about hot dog.
Yeah, and so this is going to be a tough feat for said Cracker Jacks to advance here in the tournament. So I think it's got to be unanimous. But since if it's 1v1, then we'll see if anyone in the comments throws their vote in if we have a tie. But hi, Mark. Thank you for joining us. We are starting our 16-team January Madness food bracket around the ballpark tournament for ballpark food. So it is the number 1 hot dog versus the number 16 Cracker Jack. I'm going, of course, with the hot dog.
I'm going with the hot dog.
Yes, going with the hot dog. So the hot dog will advance to round number 2.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and get that bracket up on there, Darren, for our next matchup in the first round.
Okay, next bracket in the first round. Where's number 2? Let me see. Hold, please.
Should be, I think, on the bottom right-ish or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me see. 9, 7. I'm not that bright. Hold, please. 8, 4, 11, 6, 15, 5, 12, 5. Oh, so you got 2 5 and 12s.
2 5 12s. Okay, so that's
yeah. We got next when you take it down, you'll see. Yeah, because right now you don't have a 2 and 15. There's no 2 and 15 here. You have cotton candy and cheesesteak twice for 5 and 12s.
Okay, so that should say. Okay, so that should say, I believe, the soft. Is there a soft pretzel or a barbecue sandwich on there?
No, neither.
Okay, so that is a 215. So let's do that one. I know it's not on there, but that's our
soft pretzel or barbecue sandwich.
Yes.
All right. So here's the deal. Without question. Moving on. Soft pretzel. Soft pretzel. Soft pretzel. Soft pretzel.
So yes, and the soft pretzel is the 2 seed, by the way, here in this ranking. So yes, no barbecue sandwich is, you've got to be at the right venue for the barbecue sandwich, and at a ballpark is not the way to go. Maybe at a minor league game, maybe if you're sitting at like one of those all-you-can-eat things and by the bleachers or something. But Soup Bead says pretzel. I'm going to go ahead and yes, definitely agree with you, Darren. No contest there. The soft pretzel gets the win and advances on.
Sarah Davis just wrote in telling us that the hot dog with an unholy amount of mustard.
Unholy amount, so with no napkins. You got
no napkin. Yes. And soft pretzel over barbecue any day. Barbecue sandwich.
Any day. All right. So Darren, take it away now with the number. We've got the number 3 against number 14, I believe.
All right. 3 is nachos against the chicken tenders. Ooh, that's a tough one. Now, here's the question. Is the nacho, is it just with the queso, with the cheese, or do you have some other stuff in there?
You have the jalapenos and you have the fixings with it. Yep, that you
Okay.
do.
For me, chicken tenders.
So I lived
And
with some nachos. Obviously,
it's tough. It's tough. That's a tough one. That's a good one.
It is tough because you can kind of keep munching or whatever, but I have to look at this the game as an experience as a whole, right? And so I have to have something of substance to kind of keep me full throughout the game. So at some point, I'm going to need something a little bit more than just a hot dog, and I think chicken tenders fits that bill perfectly. So I'm in agreement so far, 3 for 3. Chicken tenders with the win, with the quote unquote upset, if you will, right? Because they're the higher seed here. But chicken tenders with the win, advancing on to the next round.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. You got to have the right dipping sauce for those. Are you a barbecue?
No, I'm not. So I'm a naked. I'm plain.
Just as is. Okay.
Just as is. Now, on occasion, maybe a little ranch.
Okay. Just a little bit there. Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Oh, right. So we're going to go back.
But with the pretzel, mustard.
Mustard. Yeah.
I love some mustard. All right, go ahead. I love that pretzel.
All right. So let's look at that.
Okay. So we're up to 4 is, hold please. Sausage and peppers versus the pizza slice.
Ooh, okay. And now in 2026, there's a lot of those $9.25 pizza slice, and that's like
what is that? That's terrible.
Yeah. So, hello, wife. Wife is in the other room. Hello. She had a nice days of work. We are talking about the next position here in our bracket. And once again, is the sausage and peppers versus the pizza slice. I'll go first on this one. Sausage and pepper is clear.
Without question. Without question. Because here's the thing. You and I are both originally from New York. We know what pizza is supposed to taste like. The $9.50 take out a double mortgage pizza is never good at the ballpark. But sausage and peppers can be. So I'm going with the sausage and peppers.
And there's something to it when it's cool outside. I'm not saying it needs to be 32 degrees, but sausage and peppers when it's cool outside, give me that any day of the week. Yeah. Sounds like we were in agreement. But let us know if you are watching in the comments. If you disagree with us, shame on you. But I think we've got the win so far. So we're going to go ahead. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead into that next first round matchup. Number 5
is cotton candy versus the cheesesteak.
Ooh, what a difference in approach here. Okay. So I'll let you take this one first because I did the last one.
Yeah, no, it's great. So here's the thing. A couple things from your old pal Darren. If you're ever in Philly, don't call it a Philly cheesesteak. It's only a cheesesteak, right? So cheesesteak with the win. Personally, I like a nice white cheese on there more than the traditional yellow cheese, but it doesn't really matter. For me, cotton candy to me is just like insulation. Never liked it even as a kid. Messy. What do I do with my hands? I don't know. And just it's like I'm eating, insulation from the roof. It's asbestos. It's asbestos. What is this? It's horrible. No.
So here's my visual. This is going to sound very weird, but I'm when it comes to decorating and stuff like that, I'm a fall decor guy. I love having the candles in the house, the good smelling, the vanilla, the pumpkin,
right?
The whatever it is, right? So for me, with cotton candy, it's about the smells. I like the smell and being around the smell, but I don't need to consume the item.
Agreed.
So that's my take on it. So cotton candy takes the big L here in this round for me. I mean, it's always good, but in this round here, I can't let them advance. So cotton candy has been eliminated. Eileen says cotton candy.
Right now, let me ask you this. And we both have a brother who tells this wonderful ice cream cone story. If you're not at a ball game, do you look weird as an adult eating cotton candy by yourself?
I mean, Depends if you're chowing down like George Costanza, then
Right.
probably.
Now, I think if it's on the stick, it's not a good look. If it's maybe in a bag, people can understand that. But if it's on a stick, no.
Yes. And no, but we're not. And I got a question in the text, but we're not quite sure about Soup Bead. Soup Bead always joins us most of the time, so we appreciate
he was here.
Yeah, Eileen had messaged me about who he was offline, but I figured I'd just mention on the show. Not quite sure, but he or she is a regular.
I love it. Yes. You kidding? He's just Soup has been with us for a long, long time. I look forward to every time we're on getting Soup Bead.
He's there.
Yep.
So here we go now to the number 6 matchup here. Number 6, I believe it was against.
Yep. Was 6. The taco helmet versus the barbecue sandwich. I like that.
Oh, okay, so that's a clear victory for the taco helmet for me.
Agreed.
Yeah. And with the taco helmet, I mean, there's just so many different toppings, so much that you have to go with that again. And so that's just a clear choice for me. I think we're on agreement that one. Oh, he's a neat guy. I just wanted to know if he was a friend I knew. What is the ice cream story? Plus, I'll eat cotton candy anywhere. No shame in my game.
No. I get it, and that's why me. I love diversity. I love bring it on. So here's the ice cream story, and hopefully Tom is watching or listening. So it's a great story, and he tells us a lot better than I can. So it was really hot one day, and he's driving a car, and he is just I just got a hankering. If we can use that word, I have a hankering for an ice cream cone. Haven't had an ice cream cone in a long time, so he's enjoying his. He's enjoying his ice cream cone at a red light, and he looks over, and unfortunately, the car next to him, they all looked at him like he had 9 heads. And
I'm envisioning the Costanza again. I'm going back.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right. So he was like, I had to throw it down. I couldn't eat it anymore. I just felt very weird, So that's the ice cream story. Yeah. I have a personal ice cream story caveat that I'll tell in a bit when ice cream's up again.
Yes, we'll get to that one. And so let's put up that bracket again. Number 7.
Number 7 is, this is a tough one. French fries or the hamburger?
Ooh, I mean, they go together. So that's a tough one. So I'll go first here. I'm going to take the French fries, especially if it's like the Nathan French fries that are like, because I love me a burger, but again, it's more of the venue, and it's just at a ball game. I like, the tenders and fries are good combo. I'd prefer the tender and fry combo over the hamburger fry combo. At a ball
Me
game.
too. Good call. That's a deep call.
Yeah. And now let me ask you this. This is super important information. If you do get Nathan fries, and if you're in the comment or if you're here with us, let us know this as well. If you do get the Nathan fries, are you putting a little ketchup pocket or like a ketchup section in the side of your fries, or do you put it all over the place?
That's a great question. And with those people, tell us, because first of all, we're assuming you're going to use ketchup one way or another. All right. And I agree with that. I used to put it everywhere, and now I'm more of a valley pocket guy, like a little area where I put the ketchup and I could dip it in there, because some of them I might want to have by themselves. Nathan's fries are still so good. And I pick a fry of a hamburger.
I think it says French fries. A burger.
Burger Man. Of course, Burger Man says burger. He should.
I would be worried about you, Burger Man, if you didn't say burger. Burgers, yeah, burgers are too much work. If you have a table, then burgers are the way to go.
Yes.
But I think on your lap in a game when you never know if someone's going to elbow you from minute to minute, I think that's the answer. So I think we have one more first round matchup, if I'm not mistaken. Let's get that bracket up there one more time. I think that's to be the 8 and 9, or
yep, 8 and 9 is a tough one for some, not for me. Italian Ice versus Dippin' Dots. Ooh.
Now let me ask you this question because the bracket's already made. But to be fair, what is okay? So we know that. So you said what it was again? You said ice cream versus Dippin' Dots.
No, Italian Ice versus Dippin' Dots.
Okay, so would you say that ice cream in a helmet would fall below those two, or would ice cream in a helmet go above Dippin' Dots? So I want to make sure we have the strongest.
Oh, ice cream in a helmet is not even on this board, and that would for me at a ball game, ice cream in a helmet, primo, man, it's got to be there.
I think that might be a Florida thing where Dippin' Dots is more popular, but because I'm looking at it, and I'm like, yeah, ice cream in the helmet's not on the board, but might be over Dippin' Dots for me. So, but with all that said, out of all three, I'm still taking the Italian Ice. Italian Ice.
No, listen, I love it. Listen, I love Eileen. You're right. Mike, you're right. Italian Ice is wonderful. Now, what Italian Ice are we talking about? We're talking about the Nobly Donny, whatever it's called, with the scooper, or the one that's prefabbed in the little package that you flip it over.
You got to have the old yes, the old school.
Hands
out. Now,
Sarah again says Italian Ice is hands down.
Hands down. See, I'm a chocolate Italian Ice fan. Like that's my flavor. They always have.
Surprising. Chocolate. Yeah. Wow.
So good. Yeah.
Usually, but I was surprised. Very good.
2 out of every 3 games they don't have that one, so I have to go for mango or something. But I try not to get the red flavors of the game because then it sticks, it stains your face. So
I tend not to get anything with red and with the red dye and such. I just choose not to.
Yeah, I think that's the right call. So we are now in round number 2. Unfortunately, I'm not that advanced where I can update the brackets as we go. So I'm going to put these here in the. If you just give me one moment. So I'm going to pull that bracket back up. If you can let me know, because I want to make sure we do this the proper way here. So I'm going to put the bracket back up, and then I'm going to here in this banner. So if you can let us know the 8 winners because we were unanimous.
Hot dog beat Cracker Jack. French fries beat hamburger. Italian Ice beat Dippin' Dots. Sausage and peppers crushed Pizza Slice. Chicken tenders with a slight win over nachos. Cheesesteak over cotton candy. And then we had that. There was the one that wasn't up there. What was that one again? That was.
That was the soft pretzel.
Yeah, soft pretzel won. So that's all we need to
know. That was the barbecue sandwich.
And then taco helmet won.
And taco helmet. Yeah. Okay. So we got our. Wait. So we got. Yep. Okay. We got our 8. So let's get that up on the screen there. Okay. So there is our 8. So let me go ahead and now as I'm going to put this together so we know what our second round matchups. But as I'm doing that, Darren, can you give us some honorable mentions that did not make the list?
And that could be the ice cream one. So here's the thing: when you go to a game, there's something I don't know if it takes you back to being a kid. You got to get that ice cream that's not in the helmet. The ice cream that comes with that little wooden number 8, that little wooden spoon. You got to open up. And whenever you stick that spoon in your mouth with the ice cream, you taste the wood. It's like ice cream flavored wood. I don't know what you want to call it exactly, but you just feel like a tongue depressor. It's like a tongue depressor on your. So that's one. Another, one that I would say is the soda with that special ice. You know the ice I'm talking about, not the regular cubes. But it's sort of like they almost look like snowflakes. Just that beautiful Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, a nice soda at a ball game is just wonderful. It just jumps off the table. I love that. And in terms of kind of ritzy, but an honorable mention that's not just French fries, garlic fries. If you ever have an
Garlic fries. Now,
ooh,
that's a
unbelievable.
great choice. I do have to admit there was one
Fresh ice.
there was one typo in the bracket though. It looks like the barbecue sandwich was listed twice. It should have said taco and helmet versus peanuts, not
Ooh.
and we left off the peanuts.
I forgot. I love a peanut.
I do love a peanut, but not as much as a taco. So
100%,
for me, it should be the taco and a helmet. But so I want to make sure that they did make, if you already peanuts out there, you did make the top 16. But so we have our round 2 set now. So Darren, first matchup of round 2, we've got the hot dog versus the chicken tenders.
Hot dog versus chicken tender. You know what? You can't lose either way, right? But I would say hot dog still.
Yeah, you're at a baseball game. Chicken tenders is like if it's available, but you're going to go out of your way to get the hot dog, unless you're going to Space Coast Stadium where their kabooms or whatever brand they have are disgusting. Then that's not.
And they don't have coffee when it's 90.
when it's 102 degrees, there's no coffee up on there. So the hot dog advances to round 3 to the semifinals, the final 4, should say. So the next matchup is the French fries versus the cheesesteak.
French fries.
French fries over the cheesesteak. Yeah. Because the thing is, like, with the cool thing with the French fries, you could be in the mood for barbecue sauce. You could put hot sauce. You could put ketchup.
Yep.
Like, so it's almost like a different experience each time, and it's less messy. Again, you're sitting in a tight seat, so you want something that's just a little bit easier, So 100% hot French fries advance on to the semifinals, which means it's now time for the soft pretzel versus the sausage and peppers.
Ooh, sausage and peppers is so good. Warms you up. But I got to go soft pretzel. There's nothing better than biting into that pretzel. It's ice cold in one bite. It burns your tongue on the next bite. I love it. Give me a soft pretzel.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So with the soft pretzel, do you still let the soft pretzel advance if you get one that's got 85,000 pounds of salt, or like you just knock that all off there, or do you? Because I think we've all been there where there's more salt than you see pretzel. Like it's just
that's no good. No doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt. Or they have that one side that is emaciated and there's like nothing in there. There's like where to go. It's all thin.
Yep.
You know what? Sausage and pepper. Ooh, let me think.
So I'm going to stick with soft pretzel as well because too. I'm trying to think of you don't want to have chicken tenders, sausage and peppers, hot dog. So I think you kind of you're kind of getting all the different food groups there if you know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go with the soft pretzel, and our final quarterfinal matchup there is the Italian ice versus the taco in a helmet.
Taco in a helmet. Taco in a helmet. Don't get me wrong, I love a good Italian ice, but I'm at the ballpark and I'm not getting a taco in a helmet, on the street in Brooklyn or here in Cape Cod. I can get an Italian ice, but if I want in a helmet, I gotta be at the ballpark.
And because you get the helmet, I'm giving the advantage to the taco in a helmet here as well, because you get the helmet with you, you get to take it home.
Yes.
And you can do the Italian ice locally. You can deal here or there. I mean, yes, you can make tacos at home and put it in a helmet. I get that, but there's just something to having it in a Mets helmet or whatever team you like's helmet. So definitely taking the taco in the helmet there. But that probably to me out of the 4 was the closest second round matchup for me. So what now as I prepare the final 4, Darren, what are your if you're going to give someone the side eye or the eye roll at a ballpark because they're eating something ridiculous that should not be eaten at a ballpark, what would that be?
Unless you are sitting, and again, if you eat this, it's fine. I'm not judging you, right? But the question was for me. Who am I giving side eye to? A couple. One, if you're sitting in the foo-foo like luxury boxes, it's fine. Or one of the restaurants. But if you are in the mezzanine level, or the upper tank, I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you eating sushi. Like, don't. There's no sushi. There's no like amani pods. Little green bean pods. What do they call it? Amani, whatever that is, which is delicious, and I eat it. But no, I don't want that. Um, Not a salad, and I love salad. I eat salad every day, but not at the ballpark. Um, I don't want that. I don't want you to bring like. I don't want anybody to be a slob. Don't get me wrong. I don't want a napkin and this and that. But if you bring like a handkerchief and you put it over yourself, no, I don't want that either. Probably those are the things. Oh, and also if it's cold, it's fine. But
Yeah, I think.
like a soup, no. I don't see.
I think you're.
No, if you're drinking the soup out of a cup, okay. If I see ladling soup, I don't want that.
No, you should be escorted out of the building.
Yes, I want to hear the same. I want to hear some answers from you, but I'm going to throw a caveat in there.
Okay.
The Knish, what do you think? I'm okay with the Knish because you can hold it in one hand, but it's kind of weird for a ball game, but I've had it. They're okay. So what don't you want to see there?
So Knish is fine. I think anything in the vegetable category, let's say.
Agreed.
I don't want to see grapes or lettuce or shredded carrots. I agree with you on the sushi because when I went to Cincinnati, and I get it, they're trying to, accommodate everybody. So I'm looking around, I'm waiting for the gates to open. And so I'm kind of like just looking at the different vendors they have. And they had this one shop and it was all just prepackaged lettuce wraps. And I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, I get it because not everybody can eat certain greasy foods and whatever. But it's just that's a big veto for me there. Like, so
that was you at Fenway, right? I go to Fenway, you go to Fenway. I'm sure it's other ballparks too. And my nephew loves them, but lobster rolls. Don't do a lobster roll at a game. What are you doing?
No.
Once you get home.
Yeah, no, and I see like there's some new things that are popular, like those walking tacos have been pretty. I still prefer the taco helmet, but walking tacos has become a thing, stuff like that. But yeah, nothing like that. And then there was something else that was on the tip of my tongue that was I see a lot of that I'm just not what was it? I've been seeing some subs, which is like there's nothing wrong with the sub, but again, it's just too messy for what they put on there. A sub at a game, not so much, I would say. But so we've got our final four. So we're going to start with the hot dog versus the French fries. That's a tough one.
Again, you can't go wrong. But I'll tell you why I'm picking hot dog. Because a hot dog could be, in Chicago it's different. In New York it's different. It's just, a Dodge dog. It's got to be the hot dog. It's got to be the hot dog. And for me, it's close, but it's got to be the hot dog.
So we've agreed on everything so far. No, correct?
I think we're switching right here, right? Yep. It's tough.
At a stadium is the only place I would pick a hot dog over French fries.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with hot dog as well. I love me a good hot dog, and we had a great time. Mustard's Last Stand might be the exception because their fries and hot dogs are both great. But in general, though, like at a ballpark, I'm going to go with hot dog over French fries. There's just something it calls to you more at a ballpark for some reason.
Oh, by the way, Mustard's Last Stand was awesome.
Oh, so really good. Yeah, I know it's like. You get to come back down and stuff. Like you want to try different places, but it's like when you find one that's just like the spot, it's like got to go there. And then the other semifinal final first round or matchup, and the taco in a helmet. So I'll go first here, so you can think of that one. This is where I part with the soft pretzel. I do like me a soft pretzel, but it's never my first or second choice. If I'm walking around, I'm looking to see what the hot dogs look like. I'm looking to see what the taco in the helmet, if they have it, that kind of thing. And then if there's French fries. So out of the 4, soft pretzel would get actually eliminated before the French fries. So say all that to say taco in the helmet is going to go to the finals for me as well.
Again, we don't disagree. I agree. And if you really want to push the issue about the pretzel, and I'm not dogging the pretzel, I love it. We talked about it. It really is a post-game thing that you eat on the way to your car. It is a wonderful kind of like, the guy who you don't know like what his house might look like, who's like using a shopping cart as a barbecue to warm the pretzels up. That guy, wonderful man, wonderful person. Yeah, so I agree. Come on, the taco in the helmet it's today's baseball. It's a wonderful thing. Go ahead.
It is. Yep. And so I love these finals that we're about to show you. The final is the hot dog versus the taco in a helmet. And it's almost like old school versus new school in a way. So do you want to take this one first, or do you want me to go first on this one? Because
you go first.
Oops. What button I just hit? Okay, there we go. So it's all about location. Those are, if I'm going to a game, I'm going to have both of them every single time. I'm having a
100%.
I'm having a taco in a helmet. So if I had to pick one, I would. This is tough. At a ballpark, I think it's got to be the hot dog. I think that's the winner. It's like going to Fenway and singing "Sweet Caroline." It's just synonymous with baseball game. And as much as I love me a taco in a helmet, I'm gonna have them both anyway. So there's no losers here. But the loser is taco and helmet, and the winner is the hot dog. So and again, at home, taco and hot dog would probably be like number 10 on this list.
No, it's so funny. I don't usually eat hot dogs. Well, that's untrue. I don't eat them a lot. I mean, I eat them like we did together at Mustard Last Stand. I eat them at a ball game, and if I'm in Chicago, I'm getting a dog. And then if I'm at a barbecue, I will get a barbecued hot dog. But you're right. But here's the thing. Here's the difference. You're at a game, and again, I am getting both. I'm getting both. But if I want to stand up and applaud, I stick the hot dog in my mouth. I can't do that with the taco helmet. So no, I want the hot dog for ease of use. And just, I'm ready. Like, no, it's got to be the hot
dog. Yes, it's got to be. So, congratulations to the hot dog with the win here in the first and only annual baseball.
I would like to do this show, and in fact, you can ask the questions. Because I usually ask goofy questions sometimes. When we have people on this show who played the sports or whatever, or like a Krista Gabriel, like a Mike North, like hear these people, because these are great. Like, I like to hear what different people say. I love it.
So we could definitely take a part of that, like just to, we just did a show recently. What's your thought on it? What would you think?
Yeah. I love that because, and I was just thinking of something too about your Mets, about my Mets. Uncle Steve and David Stearns, who remember has a plan.
Yes, so we're all fine. We're all good.
Yes, if he would do soup in a helmet, right? I think that's what they would have, soup in a helmet, but except it would be the helmet with the holes in the top. Just leak all over.
Yeah, right.
Yep. Horrible. Now let me ask you this, and because I know we got to go soon, but first of all, congratulations to the hot dog. Second
Yes,
of all,
well deserved.
let's talk about peanuts and popcorn for a minute. Let's talk peanuts first. Did you ever feel weird about throwing your peanut shells on the floor and then it kind of transformed to the fact that you actually like putting them on the floor?
Um, yeah, I felt wrong doing the first. And there's a restaurant here because there's a restaurant here that Texas Roadhouse that people do.
Yes, yeah, I've been they throw it around on the floor.
And oh no, well
Wow.
that's not good. Well, we have to pause this conversation for a quick moment because Paddington's upset that we didn't give him his vote here, so he's
Oh, let me
going
see.
to. Yep. So Paddington has decided that the caviar with the champagne is the way to go.
He's well, but you know why? He does movies. He's a foo-foo person. You know, he really is. You know,
Yep.
uh, here's what I want to know. And he's hanging out with some really cool people. What's the name of that really tall guy who's funny? He's in a lot of movies. That's who he looks like right there.
Right there.
above-
Yeah.
That is
Vince
was
Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn. That's Vince Vaughn right there. You know, and
No, I love his human hand and
yes, I love
and
it.
the pinky.
No, my gosh, the piggy's up. Is that ice around the caviar? I love that. He's
Is
got
that ice or
champagne.
rice? It's either ice or rice.
I don't know what that is, but you know what? You're amazing with this stuff. I mean,
That's great.
he's the kind of guy that we don't want at the game.
Right. See, they looked very happy. They were astonished, but he looks like he has his own booth. Like
Yeah, he does. Now, did he buy the human hand, or like how does how does that happen?
Well, he amazes me every day.
Look at hold on, go back to that photo for a second. I tell you, he's so full of hubris, right? The game is behind him. He doesn't care. He's not even watching the game.
So when the one time I did get to go to Citi Field, they had a restaurant inside that you could watch the games on the TVs, but like there was no outdoor window or anything. It was just straight up inside. It was like defeated the whole purpose of why you would go to a stadium. Maybe go there in the off season or something, or before a game, but while the game is on, it's a bit crazy. But yes, Paddington is feasting. But that's his personal choice. So okay, so I apologize, but he had to get his vote in there. So go ahead.
No, don't apologize. That's wonderful. I love me some Paddington. Are you kidding?
He has to get on. Yep. But I know we have to wrap this up in a minute. But you were saying, I don't remember if we remember what we were even saying before. But
Yeah, it probably wasn't that important, was it? I don't remember at all.
it was about we were talking about the Mets, and then Stern has a plan. Yep.
Yes, with the soup, he'd put soup.
Oh yeah,
with the holes in it. It'd be terrible. So, what is your, all things being equal, not a playoff game, not a World Series game? Do you get your food first? Do you sit down first? Watch batting practice? And like, when do you get up? Like, when do you, all things being equal, like third inning guy and then fifth inning, or do you go second inning, sixth inning? What's
good question.
strategy?
Good question. Good question. So you have to. I always try to get something before I sit down. I want to scope out all the options before I make my decision. Even though I know that I'm going to get a hot dog or taco in the helmet to start the day, I want to see all the choices so I know for the later innings. I grab something early, and then probably I wait until there's like 1 or 2 outs in the third inning, not the third out, because that's when everybody gets up in the third.
Yep.
So I try to beat them by an out or two, just to get, or depending on if the people in the row leave earlier, then I'll sneak out a little bit. But are you an end of the row guy or a middle of the row guy? Because
I am.
It sounds great. See, it sounds great, but then you have to get up more times for every single person that comes through. But it's still better because you're not stuck in there, I think.
Yeah, because here's the thing, a couple of reasons. And because I'm on the end because one, I got a bladder about the size of this. All right. So I
Mhm.
got to get up anyway, and I don't want to annoy other people. And two, you're cramped in. I don't want to eat like I look like a praying mantis. Like I want a little bit of room. But however, I do have to read something to you from somebody who will remain nameless. Uh, Seriously, they wrote, I don't understand the concept of the taco in a helmet. That's just weird and sounds incredibly messy. The hot dog will always win. Explain to this person the charm and uniqueness and the gravitas of the taco in the helmet.
Well, I mean, number one is the word helmet. So everything's cleaned nice within said helmet.
Right.
I can understand if you were eating it on a plate or something, but you're eating it in helmet. So that's number one. Number two, everything's mixed together in such a way that it's delicious, and you're. And then number three, it's a souvenir. You take the soup, take it home with you, wash it out. You can have tacos in a helmet at home if you'd like. Because everyone likes the taco, but like sometimes a good taco salad is the way to go. You're not going to eat a taco with the hard shell in the game, but you are going to eat it in that wet method. So I kind of rotate. I'm never like hot dog first, taco in the helmet. Usually I kind of rotate. Usually it's probably more times the taco in the helmet before the hot dog, but just kind of depends. But yeah, no, it's a good. Don't knock it till you try it for sure. Definitely give it a try. You'll understand.
I agree. And the question was not a snarky one. It was one of, I don't understand. And you're right. You just listen. You got a helmet. You bring the souvenir home. You got a helmet. And will you wear the helmet? Probably not. But it's every once in a while you may. You're gonna wash it out just for giggles. You're gonna put nachos in there, some cheese in there, tacos in there. Yeah,
for sure. So I know you've got to run, and it is about that time. Thank you guys for joining us tonight for this. This is a lot of fun, a little bit different outside the box. As we're getting that much closer to pitchers and catchers, it's time to start talking a little bit more baseball.
And snow in Florida.
Right? It could happen when we're live on Sunday. We might be snowing on the other coast. It's not going to snow where we live, but it might be snowing on Tampa, which is crazy. But in terms of what's going to be going on Sunday, I believe that this time Sunday, we're not there yet, but I believe that on Sunday we will be celebrating 4,000 subscribers. I think that is going to be the thing. So we'll have to figure out what that means and what we're going to do. So just make sure you're here Sunday night, 8:00. Don't want to miss it. We'll be live.
And listen, real quick, I'm sorry to cut you off because I know we're wrapping up. But people, if you love wrestling, this is the man right now to watch tomorrow night and to find out all the inside and the out, everything you need to know about wrestling and about WrestleMania. Mike, you got to be pumped up and excited.
Yeah, so I did drop a video earlier this week with my Royal Rumble, the winners prediction show, but I do have a bonus video coming out tomorrow with who I think are going to be the surprises for the men's Rumble, for the women's Rumble, who I think is going to be the final four, who's going to start the match, all the odds and ends. So you'll look out for that. It's about a 15-minute video that'll be dropping tomorrow. And then, yes, Sunday or Saturday, 2:00, have a bunch of people coming over. We make a whole party out of it for the Royal Rumble. We draw numbers. We do all the good stuff. Everybody brings food. It's going to be a great time.
So is it true that your final two that you said, I don't want to give anything away, Steel Santana versus Coco Beware?
Coco Beware. Okay. Coco Beware is in the hall. Okay, no, I just got to say this. Coco Beware is in the Hall of Fame, but Bill Belichick is not.
What is that? What is that? I mean, you blow all credibility in the NFL Hall of Fame. It's ridiculous.
Right. Yeah. Yep. It's terrible, but
Coco Beware.
He's Coco Beware and the Bushwhackers should not be in the Hall of Fame, but they are, and it's okay. We'll make it work. But thank you, Darren. Thank you, everyone. Eileen, of course, and Burger Man, and Soup, and Mark, and On Deck for Christ, and everybody else that was here. And if you watch us later or tomorrow, please drop a comment. Let us know if you agree with our votes. Congratulations once again to the hot dog for their victory. The top seed pulls it off. Until next time, until Sunday when we celebrate 4,000 subscribers, I'm just putting that out there now that it's going to happen by Sunday. Until next time, we will see you around the ballpark. Bye, guys.